Okay, so I'm flipping this around and I'm live on YouTube or on Facebook. It'll be a YouTube video and it's also a P1000 video right now as well. This Truthmobile is one of the reasons I do that is to circumvent the digital quarantine and censorship. Can call anytime. In the Truth Movement and the Truth Network, it can be very alienating to tell the truth. A lot of people will give lip service for loving the truth, and when those same people are obviously deceived, oh well, I'm gonna, especially when they're near and dear to me, like my wife and sons, I tell them, I try and be as diplomatic as possible, but it's not just about the shape of the earth. That is not the gospel. The gospel is the need to be born again. And Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. That's the only way anybody will even see the kingdom of heaven. So I think I'm going to go ahead and change my camera position a little bit. These lights now are on 24/7, and I do believe that they have technology, the 5th generation wireless technology integrated in them. That's all part of the 5th generation for autonomous weapons, autonomous vehicles. That's part of the deal. So this is the Prince Resort at the Cherry Grove Fishing Pier. Good morning. Friendly staff over there. Then we've got Brandon Olin Todd has the Kokopelli Surf Camp. Hey man, you're on. Cool, good to see ya. So this is on a Facebook Live right now, Brandon, and then it'll be converted to a YouTube video. Good to see you, man. When's your class today?
At 10 o'clock today.
10 o'clock, good.
10 o'clock start.
Excellent. Thanks for what you do, man. It's great to see all the people you get to teach do this.
Yes, sir. Good vibe.
Hey, Brandon, that's you on the side here, isn't it? Look at that. Yes, sir. So they've got the paddleboarding, kayaks, and what would you like to tell my audience here real quick?
What's up? Good morning. Good vibrations. Come and enjoy God's gift for you and me. Beautiful waves.
Excellent. Thanks, man. So right here, the sand washed over the parking lot too, a whole bunch of it. That means that the water was really high here, 3 to 5 feet above the top of the dune. I'm going to zoom in on the pier right now down there, and I'm going to reposition my camera here. So if you're watching this right now, know that there's a magnified view that's showing the space out of the Tillman Pier. It was knocked out by the water, the storm surge. So I'm going to zoom on in on the other side, which we can't see real good because of the moisture in the air. That's the evaporation, and then the condensation, the temperature inversion that drives the water cycle of the world. Water seeking its level drives the power grid. Whether it's radioactive generated nuclear power or coal-fired steam generated turbine moving, or whether it's water seeking its level through the hydroelectric system. I'm going to show you something here too. When the air bubbles are coming out that we can see because of the tide coming in, it's water seeking its level in another way. The sand will bubble up here, or the water will bubble up through the top of the sand. So right now I'm grounded. It means that electrically my body is connected to the earth. It actually makes a difference. Feels good. You can look up the subject of earthing or grounding. I've got video on my channel that covers that. It's very therapeutic. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on the moon right now. Where the sun and the moon appear and vanish on the horizon, and their duration of visibility between one another indicates that they are in fact moving above the stationary and level earth. That matters because the truth matters. The supposed experts are lying. They're lying. I ain't buying. I'm telling on them. So you can't flood a ball. Water will fly off a tennis ball, a beach ball, a soccer ball. The only place that it sticks to the spinning water ball hurling through space is in the imagination. In the imagination, folks, they're deceiving humanity. I'm telling on them. You think a washing machine in your utility room is a anti-gravity device, or does it just make more sense that that's what water does everywhere? Yeah, it's what water does everywhere. It seeks level. So the tons of missing wood from that pier got washed on out and they hauled it away. We've got a firmament that covers this stationary level earth. Hashtag firmament. God opened up the windows of heaven, the fountains of the deep, and caused it to start raining. Oh yeah. You can look that up if you want to. The reason why all that matters is that it's further validation of the accuracy of the Bible. That's what that means. Hey, Cameron. Cameron knows. Now look at how little cloud it'll take to block out the sun. Crepuscular rays give the help us to see the elevation somewhat of where the light source is. Now I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in at 10 times with the live feed. Where are we here? Okay, so there's the moon zoomed in 10 times. Whoops, sorry about that. Okay, now I'm going to zoom in with the P1000. It's the Nikon Coolpix P1000. I've got video earlier this year where the sun vanished this vantage point way down low to the left, like over in this area. Meanwhile, the sun was vanishing way behind the Prince Resort. I've got other video where the moon is vanishing way over there. That's why I say where the sun and the moon appear and vanish indicates that they are moving. There's different speeds. I've got videos that cover some of the more salient points of the, I don't even know what salient means so much. It just sounds kind of cool. But empirical evidence conclusively proves that the Earth is stationary and level. So to illustrate that point a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and lock it in and let this camera just sit there for a little bit. So people are reflective off of the beach on their lives, past, present, future, human heartache, joys, birth of new children, pregnancies, engagements, memorials of lives lived and transition, all of that. That's all part of the symphony of life. So unless a man, woman, child is born again, they won't even see the kingdom of heaven according to the Gospel of John. It's what Jesus says perpetually. How about that? So I can't run into a business and start throwing my stickers around and putting them up everywhere. However, I can wear the Truth shirt, drive the Truth Mobile, and drive the Truth Network. If there's information that you think I should know about, go ahead and copy and paste it in a link or send it to me in a Gmail, robertforsch@gmail.com. Here's a beach wallet. I'm going to zoom in on the end of the island there. I think I can get a better view of it from this vantage point now. So is what you believe actually true? Or is it what you want to believe? There's a term called confirmation bias. People looking for what they want to believe or what they currently believe. And then there's cognitive dissonance, which is that uncomfortable feeling when you're presented new information that rocks your world, challenges your belief, exposes potentially the deception. You want to know about it? Before, when the storm was forecast and my keys fell off my chair and I couldn't find them, I looked right away, I couldn't find them. They were right beneath this sand here, but now there's about 2 feet more sand where my keys were. I don't even know if my new friend Russell would have found them. I remember saying this beach will never look the same. We had Good Morning America out here apparently, and more news organizations, local and worldwide, to show some of the damage. And you can explore that if you want. Flooding is a big evidence of what I'm talking about, the physics and properties of water. One of the other local businesses here is Aloha Water Sports, and they've got parasailing going on right now. Several boats out there. And then, of course, this is the Prince Resort. Beautiful accommodations here. So when I say, you know, is what you believe true, I question what people say and what I'm shown. Every now and again I'll take down a post because I found it to be suspect. It may not be accurate. Let's zoom in on Sparky there. Oh, he looks like he's having a fun time. I don't know if that's Sparky, I just gave him that name. Oh, it looks like a girl dog. They like to roll in stinky stuff. I don't know why. Sometimes people are kind of like that. They'll waller in the stink of their bad choices, unfortunately. I want to kind of calibrate my mount here. I think I might need to move it a little bit. That seems pretty uniform. One of the realities is that the horizon is horizontal. It's just the way it is. The fact of being grounded, having feet on the wet sand or on the grass, wherever you are, it can be really healthy. It can be fatal in a lightning storm though. I found one of the ways that I can ground when I'm in the house is plugging into the ground circuit, taking the 2 prongs off a 3-prong cord, and having the wire on the arm of my chair or something like that. They've got grounding mats and fabrics that have silver wound in them for conductivity. And you can look at the price of silver right now is taken off. I don't get any money for promoting that. You may want to look into the latest SGT report talking about silver. It's an industrial use metal that is used in a lot of the technology, autonomous vehicles, autonomous weapons, computers, cell phones, all of that. And I may link the company that has a mining stock to the fact that you can actually be a part of gaining profit from that. Amen. So you can buy silver, and that's good, or you can find a company that's mining the silver. That may even be better. Of course, what you decide to do is completely up to you. Good morning. A lot of friendly people, jogging, surfing, coming on out to the beach. It's a healthy lifestyle. Fishing up there. I'm going to take us on the other side of the pier to show you a little bit more of the parasailing. But I don't want my shoes filling up with water. All right. They work with the surf camp too. So for me, the fragrance of the ocean has been the fragrance of freedom for a long time. I've lived in California, Seal Beach, married in Huntington Beach, lived in Corpus Christi, Texas, and now Myrtle Beach area. That's the Myrtle Beach skyline right there. And I'll zoom in on that. In the area that I'm zooming in, it's about 25 miles away. We can't really see that too well now. Too much humidity. I wanted to go ahead and zoom in on the people in the fog. It's one of the reasons we can't see extreme distances over the ocean is because of the moisture. Sometimes we can when it's the wind is right and the humidity is low. So I want to thank you all for your public and private encouragement. I've got a couple more, about 4 more minutes I'm going to run the broadcast, I think. Unless something major happens. I covered some of what we saw, many of us have seen in the explosions that were in Beirut, Lebanon, and what's going on with all that. It's pretty tragic. It still brings up the, I believe, most pertinent point, where will you spend eternity and why? That's the big deal. I'm going to zoom in on our surfers going on out. Brandon was in Costa Rica surfing, and he videoed the surfers being shot at, warning shots by the law enforcement. They wanted to get them off of the beach, or out of the water, I should say. And then we've seen different enforcement at different areas, whether California, some beaches, they were chasing joggers off the beach. It's pretty ridiculous. And I cover in detail the ineffectiveness of wearing a mask, like trying to stop mosquitoes with a cyclone fence. And germ theory, as exposed by Dr. Kaufman, he does a great job of explaining a bit more of some of our misconceptions and misunderstandings of the modern germ theory that really doesn't acknowledge how powerful our immune system is. So a healthy immune system is one of the best preventions for sickness. In my food for thought, it's not just an idea and it's not just nutrition, it's that and more. It's also a reduction of toxic input. Toxic information can cause people to feel bad. That's why they sell so many pharmaceuticals during the news broadcasts. I'm going to go over my healthy nutrition real quick here. Yeah, you can mix this up according to your own personal taste. I use a Ninja to pulverize prunes, spinach, kale, chia seed, hemp hearts, broccoli, lettuce, tomatoes, applesauce, apple juice, grape juice, lemon juice, purified water, mixed berries, frozen bananas. Yesterday I got about 16 pounds of bananas, and then I peel them and freeze them. They're great. All of those are healthy nutrients and it tastes great, and you can mix it to your own taste. The chia seed absorbs the mixture and releases it throughout the day. Powerful nutrition. No matter how healthy the nutrition is going into your body, if your gastrointestinal tract is all caked up with crap, literally, you're not going to be able to assimilate the nutrition. So, garbage in, garbage out. The truth is my favorite food for thought. Is it true? Whatever it is that you want to know about, what you believe. I also put coconut oil, a quarter cup of coconut oil in my coffee and emulsify it. In my bath water of about 30 gallons, I put a quarter cup of baking soda, quarter cup of borax, which is boron, and a quarter cup of magnesium sulfate. Several days a week I alternate. They're antifungal and anti-cancer properties. Thank you so much. This is Robert Forsch with The Truth.